What's going on, guys, and welcome to the beginning of the Etika World Network. That's kind of a weird statement to make considering my channel has been around for pretty much 2 years now, but I call this a beginning because we have finally passed that point where I feel like this can be a stable career choice for me, unless Google completely shuts down and the world ends. But I mean, hey, what are the chances of that, right? Actually pretty damn high. But I call this the beginning because right now I feel like I have finally, well, me and you guys have finally done that work to bring my channel to the point where it'll be able to fly on its own. And I also see it as a beginning because everything up until now, I didn't really see that as the start of a serious YouTube channel, because there's YouTube channels and then there's YouTube channels that just do YouTube videos, and there's channels that do YouTube videos and, you know, live off of it. And of course, this is my hobby. I've loved doing this ever since I was a kid with my Game Boy camera. But the fact that I'm able to make a living to this thanks to you guys watching my videos and supporting me, it means something entirely different. So that's why I see this as a great occasion to call the beginning of the Etika World Network a new beginning, or rather just the beginning in general. There's nothing new about it. I mean, my channel's been around, like I said, for 2 years, so you know, this is something that you guys are used to, but I feel like it's more than worthy of calling new, man. It's a new beginning. Yeah, think of it like that. Yeah. However, I repeat, I did not make it here by myself. As much as I like to tote that, you know, oh, I made a great YouTube channel, you know, I have an amazing audience, a really receptive audience that I have a close relationship with, I didn't make it here by myself. And of course, you guys deserve a ton of credit, but I cannot forget the friends that I've made along the way who helped me out. And there are a couple people that I want to mention in this video specifically and give my utmost thanks to, for investing in me and for being such amazing friends to me. Without these people, without these sources, I wouldn't have gotten to this point where I'm in my own apartment now. I wouldn't have gotten to this point where I'm able to create the content that I want for you guys. I wouldn't have gotten to this point where I can walk around the house with my damn underwear on. I want to say a huge thank you to these 3 people / sources. And like I'm saying, this is coming from the heart right now. You guys have changed my life, and I have to give you some thanks. The first person is Kobanomani456. Cobi, yo, I love you, Cobi. And I mean, it's not even like on some, you know, homosexual type stuff. No, really, Cobi, I love you, man. Like, this dude Cobi has helped me out more than you guys know. And from what you know, he's already helped me out a ton, you know, with sending me the Wii U, so that way I can be involved in the Smash Wii U scene, although I haven't really played it too much, but that will change very soon because I got my own spot. But I mean, Cobi has done so much for me, you guys. Cobi, I mean, there's so many things that, you know, he's done out there that I don't even, that is just crazy, man. Cobi has been an amazing investor in the Etika World Network, guys. But that's the thing, you know, Cobi, he's such a great person on top of it all. Everyone thinks that, I know some people must think, oh, Etika, you only hang out with Cobi because, you know, he's a big shot YouTuber, you know, blah, blah, blah. He has, you know, he probably has a ton of money and whatnot. And a lot of, I know some people have to think that, but I mean, you guys know the kind of person I am. Do you think I would hang around someone who was an asshole but still had a bunch of money or fame or whatever? You think I would be around somebody who just, you know, I would ignore the fact that they're an asshole and just hang around them just because they have some fame? Of course not. I wouldn't hang around anybody who has a disgusting personality, who has no consideration for their fans, who just leeches off of their subscribers without giving anything back. I wouldn't hang around people like that. I wouldn't hang around people who are jerks, who are inconsiderate, who act like the world revolves around their dickhead. I wouldn't be around someone like that. But Cobi's different. Cobi's not that kind of person. Cobi, when I met him, I knew, of course, right away who he was. And I learned from that moment forward. Oh, that's my girlfriend coming in. Yeah, I got my own grip. One thing also about Cobi is the fact that he always insists, you know, even with all the stuff that he's helped me out with and things he's given me and such, he's always insisted that, dude, you know, I mean, I'm glad your YouTube channel is doing well for you. And, you know, of course, I'm happy to help you out with that and to invest in you, but we're friends at the end of the day, you know? Don't forget that. Like, I'm not just helping you out because of, you know, you looking like a good investment or something. Like, I'm helping you out because we're fucking friends. And I like you, I want to see you do well. So, you know, that's amazing, Cobi. Cobi, you know, I know you're gonna see this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Cobi. You have changed my life, dude. You have changed my life. And I feel like there's literally nothing I can do to repay this to you, because it's like, you've done so much for me. How would I be able to make an impact like that on your life? You know, you already pretty much have everything you would ever want. So I mean, you know, hopefully we can hang out again soon. Definitely gotta hang out again soon. Sorry I couldn't come to Apex, but I mean, yeah. The next person, or people rather, that I want to give a huge thank you to for changing my life and making this possible is my YouTube network, Broadband TV /Viso/TGN. And I partnered with these guys last year, late last year, I think in November or October. And they helped me to make some huge changes to my YouTube channel, and they gave me a really nice contract as well too. Thanks to Broadband, I was able to move my mom to a great new apartment in Queens, and she's now living really well. The apartment's beautiful, and I wouldn't have been able to help my mom out without Broadband coming in. And not even in terms of just my mom and whatnot, but Broadband has helped me to just amplify my channel. Like, for example, like I'm really looking at the future of having an income with YouTube, and Broadband has secured that for me. As you guys may know, I was partnered with Curse before Broadband, and they were a cool network too. But seeing as how my channel was growing, Broadband just provided me a lot more tools, a lot more one-on-one interaction with representatives from the network, and they really made me feel comfortable and at home. And that's one of the reasons why I'm really just happy to be inside of this network right now. I always have a representative ready to talk to me at any time to hear out any inquiries. And as you guys know, when Capcom came after my testicles, Broadband was there to protect them, you know? You guys remember that whole thing? Capcom was gonna cut off my nuts for talking about Street Fighter V, and Broadband came through, they removed the strike, they got Capcom off my back. And it was amazing. Apparently Broadband's gonna be trying to help get me into PAX East as well. So, you know, there's a lot of things that this network is doing for me that I'm really grateful for. And hopefully we have a really nice, long-lasting partnership in the future where it's mutually beneficial for both of us. I specifically, in Broadband, want to give a big thanks to Michael Chu, who was the representative that signed me onto the network. Michael is an amazing dude. You know, he's really helpful, really mild-tempered. I like people like that. He's really cool. You know, like I said, mild-tempered people like me, mild-tempered, yeah, mild, right? But I mean, he's a really awesome dude, and I'm glad that he signed me onto the network. I was kind of giving him a hard time when it came down to if I was going to take the contract, but eventually, you know, certain life circumstances I had to sign with Broadband. But I mean, I'm really glad I did. Michael, I can't thank you enough for letting me into this amazing network. I also want to give a big shout out to Jeff in Broadband, awesome representative as well too. This guy, he's helped me out with a lot of stuff, and he's just in general a great dude. You know, I knew him after Michael, but you know, I was still surprised by how many cool guys were inside of this network, which was like the 4th biggest on YouTube. Really cool stuff to see. And finally, I want to give a big shout out to AWOL, the CEO of TGN. I had a great lunch with this guy. It was romantic. Like, we went to a restaurant here in New York City because apparently the CEO of TGN was in New York City and he wanted to meet up with me. He was like, hey man, you know, like I want to meet up, I want to talk. And I was like, crap, what do I do? I was gonna come suited up. But he wanted to talk, and we had a great conversation. You know, he was talking about PAX East, future plans with TGN, and how much he thought my channel was doing well, how much he loved you guys for being an amazing audience, and that's something that I couldn't even take credit for. I just told him, you know what? Like, all I was, I guess, was just a unifying force of all these weirdos, you know? At the end of the day, they're still the people that they are for the reasons that they have. So, you know, thank them, don't thank me. Because of course, we all know you're fucking weirdos. So, yeah, but either way, AWOL, man, it was a pleasure meeting you. I hope we can meet again soon. I don't really have it like that to be flying all over the place and taking trips, but I mean, hopefully someday I will, and then I'll be able to fly out and meet you along with a ton of other people who I have really good relationships with, and you know, even do some fan meetups too, hopefully. I'm hoping the money gets like that soon, but hey. And finally, you know, this is a big thank you as well too, because you know, you guys understand the situation I was in, right? I was trying to move to an apartment, but I didn't necessarily have that good of credit. And my girlfriend, Christine, who also wanted to move with me, she didn't really have a long established credit history. And here in New York City, you know, there are strict regulations for taking in tenants where you have to have a really high credit score. And that's something that I just didn't have. So even though, thanks to you guys, the YouTube money was making it so that I would be able to sustain our rent, I really couldn't find anywhere that would accept me due to my horrible credit. And you guys know how the building I was living in got burned down by a lightning strike, right? Well, apparently when the building got burned down, it counted as 2 evictions on my fucking credit. I have 2 evictions on my credit for being forced out of a burned building. I don't know what the story is with that. Apparently I'm gonna have to get a lawyer to clear that up. It's some fucked up shit. So when I went around looking for apartments, they kept telling me, oh, you have 2 evictions on your credit, we can't take you. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then one of my, a longtime friend that I've had now for a couple of years now. I've known him for a little while now. It's a friend of mine named ShiJun. And ShiJun, he came through and he knew about my apartment situation. He apparently had been following me for a while. You know, we didn't talk too frequently, but we talked enough to the point where, you know, we were really well accommodated. And ShiJun, he hit me up and he was like, hey man, you know, I know you're having trouble finding an apartment. So, you know, most likely I can be your guarantor. And if you don't know what a guarantor is, let's just say that I'm applying for an apartment, my credit is shit. A friend can come by and say, hey, I'm going to make sure that he pays his rent. And if he doesn't, then you can charge me for his rent and I'll make up for the loss. And that's basically what a guarantor is. So they're a kind of security. But of course, if you want to be a guarantor, you have to have outstanding credit. And that's one thing that ShiJun had, and it changed the game, guys. To be honest, I had gotten a little sad at one point because I didn't think I was going to be able to find an apartment due to the fact that I didn't have good credit. I cannot tell you how lucky I was to have a friend like ShiJun in the ranks, because it was thanks to him that I was able to find an apartment. His amazing credit, you know, and I'm really thankful that it happened, man. You know, even with all the money in the world, if your credit is shit, and, you know, I made a couple bad choices earlier in my 20s. You know, I mean, I'm 24 right now, so it's like I'm still early 20s. But I mean, like when I was in college, I had a couple student loans. But you know, they usually forgive the student loans. But those 2 evictions from that burned down building, it fucked my credit up big time. I didn't even know about it until recently, so that's gonna be crazy to try to fix. But you know what? I'm determined. But it's thanks to ShiJun that I was really able to find an apartment. And you know, but then again, like I said, these three sources, Cobi 456, Broadband TV, and my friend ShiJun, all 3 of these sources combined were able to, you know, just get me an apartment. You know, guys, let's be honest here. I mean, you know, rent ain't cheap. A deposit to pay rent for a place ain't cheap. Furniture ain't cheap. A computer setup ain't cheap. There's a lot of stuff that goes into moving for the first time, especially if you're a YouTuber and you have to have certain essentials in place. And that is something that I would not have been able to do on my own without the help of Cobi, Broadband, and my good friend ShiJun. And for that, I want to say thank you to all 3 of these sources. It's amazing that they were able to come through and help make this happen for me. I'm totally indebted to them for the rest of my life, and they'll keep telling me that, you know, it's cool, you know, we're cool at the end of the day, but I'm not gonna let them off that easy. One day I'm just gonna show up at all their houses with like fucking stacks and be like, yo, thank you for saving my life. And you know, you guys need to be thankful to these guys too, because I wouldn't be here doing the content that I love for your enjoyment if it wasn't for these 3 sources. I don't like telling you guys what to do, but this is just one scenario where I have to say, please say thank you to these guys. Mike and Jeff and AWOL and Cobi and ShiJun, they all came through for your boy to make this possible. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I know I make a lot of jokes sometimes. I know a lot of times it's hard to tell when I'm being serious about something. I'm being serious about this. You've changed my life for the better, and I would not be in this position if it wasn't for you guys. Thank you. However, the most important thanks, and you know, I said that none of these sources were more important than the other, but this is one source that's the most important of all. Thank you. It's because of you, the viewer, watching my bullshit that I'm reached this point. It's thanks to you that I have been able to just compile all of these viewers and all of that makes me get to places that I wouldn't be able to normally. You guys are kind of like a ladder where the more of you there are, the higher the ladder keeps going, and it puts me in greater positions to meet people, puts me in greater positions to have friends. It puts me in such a great positions, and I really appreciate it. You know, I wish there was more I could do to show you guys how thankful I am, but the only thing I know how to do is produce fucking content and create 1 million videos a minute. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And considering that I was doing that before, only off of 5 hours of recording time a day, and now I have 24 hours, 7 days a week, you're gonna get a lot of content from your boy. A lot of that content involves a lot of the stuff that I promised at the 100,000 subscriber mark. And don't think I forgot about this. I already know half the comments are gonna be hentai with Etika. The other half is gonna be cooking with Etika. And a small slither in the middle is gonna be some other obscure bullshit with Etika. I should probably make that a section. Etika with Etika. But I mean, don't you guys worry. I have all of your bases covered. Keep your dicks ready because the shit is going down. I promise the shit is going down. As crazy as the hentai segment sounds, it's going down. The cooking with Etika segment, it's going down. You know what? As a matter of fact, you dudes want to see cooking with Etika. I spent a lot of time since we moved in just preparing things. You know, I mean, moving in is a crazy process. You know what I mean? So actually, I'll show you guys later on. But you know, I got the cooking with Etika thing, you know, held down. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of content. And I know a lot of you guys are also asking, yo, Etika, what's up with the 100,000 subscriber shirt and the hole in the shirt story for my dinosaur shirt? I got you. Don't you worry, guys. I got every single thing that I promised and then some. There's gonna be a ton of content from me, and a lot of the stuff is gonna be in celebration of 100,000 subscribers, because that's a huge landmark, and I feel like I wasn't able to celebrate it that well in where I lived before. You know, it was a more constricted environment. I was not able to celebrate 100,000 subscribers that well. And now I have 116,902 subscribers. Almost 117,000 subscribers, which means, and I've been inactive for a while. Me being inactive for as long as I have been and still seeing the numbers grow this fast, it's ridiculous. I can't believe you guys are watching my bullshit. Like, I don't see where you guys would enjoy watching some stale ass videos that I made, but apparently you do. I'm thankful for it, but here's one thing, guys. I always thought my videos, ever since, you know, I was in my other place, were just so stale and like so uninspired, and not that much effort went into them. I mean, sure, they were presentable, you know, they looked nice, but I just felt like that wasn't the extent that I could go to entertain. And now I can go that extent with no problem. So, you know, things are gonna be really nice from here on. Oh, I don't wanna drop this on my computer. There's a lot to look forward to. And when I say you're gonna get a lot of stuff from me, of course, now I have to bring it up. I did a lot of kinds of videos in the past with my channel, and a lot of them had to stop due for me just not having enough personal time, or not having the space constraints, or other things like that. And now that I have my own apartment, and a pretty nice and spacious one at that, you know, expensive at $1,700 a month plus, but I mean, still, it's worth it, I suppose. I hope. Now, seeing as how all of the videos that I used to do before were canceled at some point, and I only started doing news videos after a point, now I pretty much have the freedom and the capacity to do all the videos that I used to, that I really liked doing but I just couldn't do. They're all gonna be introduced back. So, you know, a lot of you guys are asking, where's the Fire Emblem segment? It's coming back. Where's the Pokemon? Good chance for it coming back. Where's your Minecraft? Although I know like maybe 2% of you asked that. It's all coming back, baby. All with a vengeance. Now all these segments, I didn't end them because I didn't like them. Maybe Pokemon a little bit. I ended them because, you know, like I said, limitations. And now those will be brought back 100% in their original glory, and better, so to speak. So you have something to look forward to with that. And a lot of the new segments that I introduced, but I just never continued because of constraints, like my music reviews, my MLG parody reviews, and things like that. You know, especially the montage parody reviews. I like those a lot. I cannot wait to do more of those. Let me know in the comments what segment that you want me to rehash and bring back anew for the new Etika World Network. No, not the new Etika World, the beginning of the Etika World Network. Let me know what videos that you want me to bring back, and potential new videos that you want me to do on the brand new. Oh my god, I gotta get this freaking new 3DS, man. I got it stuck in my head. Oh, and yeah, by the way, I got the new Monster Hunter 3DS. My girlfriend is a fucking boss for pulling this off for me. I love you, baby. And me saying that I was bringing back all those old videos brings me into the thought process of one of the biggest things that I'm going to be integrating with my YouTube channel from now on: live streaming on Twitch. It's going to be a huge ordeal. So huge that I have to make a separate video for it, because this one's going to be far too long if I include everything that I'm going to be doing in the future for Twitch. So be on the lookout for that. But Twitch streaming is going to get live and loud on this channel. Trust me on that. There's no reason why I shouldn't. I mean, I have everything pretty much set here, so keep your dongers prepared for the Twitch live stream video that I'm going to be doing later on. When exactly will that video come up? Not exactly sure, maybe later today or tomorrow, the latest, but I mean, yeah. And remember how I had the 3 sources that I had to thank the most for making my life possible to get to this point? And ShiJun, the good friend that I've had, who was able to make me get an apartment due to him being such a strong guarantor. Well, it turns out actually that ShiJun has a toy design company, and it's like this actually makes me laugh thinking about it. But like, coincidentally enough, ShiJun actually has something that he wanted me to show off to you guys. And after, like, when I first saw this product, I was like, okay, you know, I mean, it's kind of cool. think of it like building blocks, but they're not building blocks. There's a couple of advancements ahead of them. But I mean, he was like, hey man, come through, take a look at these, see what they're all about. And my friends, this is what he was talking about. And I gotta show you guys this. Pinblocks. Pinblocks, pinblocks, pinblocks. It's such a simple design when you really think about it. I'm probably gonna have some pictures on the screen showing it off more closely, but Pinblock is basically a little square that has two prongs sticking out of the top with some curved ridges on the side. And that's the basic design of it. That's literally it. But the possibilities of this shit, man. The possibilities of this shit. But if you're checking out my watch throughout this entire video, this shit is made out of Pinblocks. It's fucking ridiculous, but it's so cool at the same time. It's amazing. And now I say it's amazing because of stuff like this. Freaking, you can make pixel art with this stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You know, I thought everything else that you could do with Pinblocks was amazing, but this just blew me away. And of course, seeing as how you can make pixel art of, you know, characters like Mario, who I don't even like, the possibilities for other characters was insane. Now, ShiJun, he was like, you know what, Desmond, you're a good friend of mine. Come through to the toy fair in New York City. Apparently, ShiJun's doing it big, man. He's got this toy design. He's even got a Kickstarter for it. It's crazy. And he told me, hey man, come through to the toy fair in New York City. Come look at the booth that we set up to advertise this toy, to get it out there on the shelves, to introduce it to people, and you know, just tell us what you think about it. You know, you could talk to us. You can play with the product. You can build your own stuff. And so right now, you guys are about to see the footage of me going to the toy fair, meeting up with my man ShiJun to see exactly what the story was with these things and why I love them now. I mean, I hate Mario. I hate this fucking guy, but I mean, I like the art. I wish I had more of these, and I actually had some built, but I mean, we'll get into that later. What's going on, guys? Etika from the Ethical World Network here, and like I mentioned earlier, I'm finally here at the toy fair. Despite a couple of difficulties trying to get in here, everything managed to get hooked up, and like I said, my friend ShiJun is here with his friend Vlad, and they're running the whole Pinblock booth. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what these dudes have been working on. It's pretty surprising. Like I said before, my favorite thing that has the capability for is their pixel art, but there's a lot more that's possible other than pixel art.
Hi, my name is Vlad.
My name is John,
and we're the creators of Pinblock. Actually, from the very beginning, we're best friends from when we were like 12 years old. We always loved playing with Lego, and that's all we did. Play and construct all day long. But we realized that some things you couldn't make with Lego, like a wearable aspect of it, impossible, right? And also we would always lose one piece, or his dad steps on a piece and it's done. So we created one single piece that is unanimous. It has different colors, so of course there's creativity aspect to it, but if you break, lose it, doesn't really matter.
And it doesn't hurt my feet when I step on it.
We tried. Proven.
Yeah.
So check it out. Possibilities are limitless, like my watch, like his gadget. We have a phone stand over here, and of course if you want to have the basic three-dimensional aspect of building a humongous building, a plane that goes with it. No aspects over here because, well, the plane and the building don't really go well together. Check it out!
So please like us on Facebook and Twitter.
We have all the social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We keep posting selfies up, so if you like selfies and you like Pinblock, gotta join.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm nervous.
Hey man, I had to plan. What's going on, guys? Etika from the Ethical World Network here, but I'm definitely not here alone. I'm here at the Toy Fair in Jacob Javits Center in Manhattan. I'm sitting here with the creator of Pinblock, a good friend of mine, but also the creator, well, one of the creators at least, of this amazing new structure. How you doing, ShiJun?
Good, we're doing pretty well. We got about like 200 business cards within 4 days, and we actually got a card from Sears yesterday.
What? A card from Sears?
Yes.
That's a big achievement. So tell me exactly what it is one more time, because you know, of course I know, but just so the people can know, what is this?
Okay, everyone. So Pinblock is a new toy that I invented about 4 months ago. It's not really a Lego thing because every single block, they're the same, comes with different color, and you can build a lot of things with it. First thing you build, 3D models, like this airplane over here. And of course, you can also build pixel arts like the one in the front over here.
And as you can see, these things can get really detailed with the pixel art. Now, considering that a lot of us come from gaming origins, this is actually one of my favorite parts, well, aspects of the Pinblock. But ShiJun, you can obviously see that you're definitely not limited in terms of what you can do. You can make a lot more complex structures, as you guys can see here, and as you guys can see here as well.
And check out our arm over here.
Yeah, I was showing it off a little bit earlier. You can make wearables as well too. And you know how wearable tech is the future, right? Google Glass. You got
not just small wearables, but also big wearables like this one over here.
Yeah, so if you want to stab somebody, you can do that too. Oh man. All right, so ShiJun, tell me about the process of creating these. How long have you had this concept in mind?
I had this concept back in May 2014, and this is something that I used to play when I was really little because I love Lego. I just play with the smallest piece because when I scale up the small pieces, it can be really, really imaginative. It can be really creative. So I actually just improved the 2 pins, the smallest one, so I can actually turn them and flex them. So it becomes more flexible. That way I can make wearables, and it's a lot smaller than Lego. Also, it does hurt when you step on them.
Yeah, that's another big bonus as well too. But you said flex. Now, as you can see here, solid structures like this can differ from these because this one actually does give a lot of flex room. And as you guys can see right here, and I'm not even doing this for the sake of showing off how cool this is, but you can see right here that this does give room for a lot of flexibility. There's a lot of complex stuff you can make. You can even put the structures right on top of each other.
You can fold it and just carry it around with you.
Yeah, that adds a lot of versatility to the Pinblocks. That's pretty amazing, I gotta admit. And another thing which I feel like Pinblock does have to offer is just the solidness. Like, as you guys noticed there, none of those pieces that I flexed broke off in the slightest.
Solidness?
Look at that. As you guys, no pieces are falling down. And I mean, I don't mean to, take shots at anybody.
There's no
but
glue, there's no sticker, 100%.
That's crazy.
Pinblock.
So ShiJun, you mind holding this mic for me really quick? So I mean,
No problem.
So if we just do together something here. I mean, you have one piece, and of course, with just one piece on top of another, you don't have anything too amazing. But the thing is that it's so easy to just piece. Like, for example, I wish you could show us the process of when you put my watch together for me, because the band was missing a little bit at the bottom, and I was like, oh, I don't know how to piece it together. And he literally just, like, in seconds flat, was able to make the whole thing come together.
That's how easy it is. You don't need to follow instruction like Lego pieces. You just put them on. Every single piece fits together.
Yeah, that is insane. I love that aspect of it. And once again, guys, I gotta emphasize this. The pixel art is amazing. So can you show us some of the other pixel art pieces you have
Yes,
here?
over here.
Give me that mic.
Okay, I know you guys' favorite will probably be this one. So still a Pikachu
That is a
and
classic.
Ash over here. Actually, I'm gonna give this one away to Desmond's friends.
Actually, I think I might keep that one for myself. But I mean, you guys might be lucky
Don't
and get
worry,
what you
I have another one for you guys. And also, to scale up, actually can build this, the huge Goku. And of course, with Goku, you cannot get away with this.
Without Vegeta right there. That is insane. That is insane.
And all these different gadgets that you can actually build.
Man, and as you guys can see here, you don't necessarily have to follow a blueprint. Like, did any of these have prior instructions to how to build them?
No, not at all. We just Google this online. All you need to put is pixel art Hulk, pixel art Iron Man, pixel art anything, or even just Minecraft. I just searched pixel art Goku and I just follow it pixel one by one, and that's it. No instruction is needed. We do have instructions for building this, but usually it's really simple.
And as you can see here, there's individual packs. Like, so how many of these do you have currently available for people?
Right now we only have 60 samples available, but by March 10th we're gonna have a batch of about 2,000 coming in, and now they're only available as Kickstarters. So if you back us up, you'll get the early bird special.
Okay. Now, so you mentioned the Kickstarter, and I definitely want to go more in detail about that. So how long have you been on Kickstarter for?
We've been on Kickstarter for about 20 days. There's only 1 week left. And I'm doing a special for Etika right now. If you pledge $1, you'll get a raffle. And that raffle is for this size Mewtwo.
Mewtwo! Insane.
$1. And I don't want you guys to back too many. No matter how much you bet, I'm giving one raffle for each person. That's it. I don't want you to go crazy about it. So to be play fair games with it. So one raffle for each person only, no matter how much you back it up. But you can always back more to get these sets and build it yourself. Look at over here.
That's awesome.
Someone built these within like 10-20 minutes.
Oh, did you build these or?
No.
Oh,
Now the
someone
girl
else
built it.
And I wish you guys could have seen the structures that were built in the entrance of the convention, because they had some awesome stuff in the front there as well. And I knew right away when I saw them, yeah, those are the guys I need to talk to right there. So I mean, as you guys heard from the man himself, just $1 and you get an entry into a raffle for a giant mewtwo pixel art that they're making currently. I can't believe that's going down, but in fact, I had some ideas myself of certain pixel art because I knew in advance how amazing these were. And later on, I'm going to be trying myself to recreate one of my favorite characters at the moment, Robin from Fire Emblem. Well, Red Robin, of course. I'm going to be trying to recreate. How possible do you think this is for me to recreate this character?
We actually have 20 colors available, so I'm pretty sure that Etika can make this one without Pinblock.
We shall see.
And guess what? Our price, the big picture with Mewtwo, just $1. Shipping is included, so it's just $1 pledge. That's it. You don't need to pledge anymore.
All right, so if you live in Madagascar, you'll be fine. You know, free shipping, it's no problem.
Free shipping to anywhere.
Oh man! But all right, so on the Kickstarter, so this guy's been up there for around 20 days. He said there's 1 week left, and ShiJun seriously has an awesome product here. I'm really liking the watch as well. I think I'm going to take this one home. And I actually had some samples myself to play with for a few days now. I got to tell you guys, it's pretty solid. I mean, like I would tell you if there was any kind of BS going on, but right now, as you guys can see right here, the product is pretty much almost in its final stages. The Kickstarter is pretty much almost complete at this point. So you don't have to worry necessarily about certain things or whatnot because everything is solid.
Also, for Etika's backers, I'm going to give you extra pieces for anything that you back. For example, if you back for 500 pieces, I'll give you 200 pieces extra.
Yeah, you're about to get me. All right, as you guys can see here, this is a really great product, and ShiJun's a really great guy. But all right, man. So, any final words you want to wrap up because I mean, pretty much, I think everybody here understands what the possibilities of Pinblock are, and I think we've only just scratched the surface. Because how long has this product really been in this kind of production? How long is it?
We've only been production, and from design to production, we've been here for about 4 months only. 4 months.
4 months.
Mm-hmm.
So the potential is big, and if you guys don't know, I recently just got a new apartment as well, and I can't think of any better wall decor than having these pixel art characters in some form or fashion. You know, that's a beautiful part about it too, the fact that you don't necessarily have to be limited to these guys. All you got to do, like ShiJun said, is find some pixel art online yourself, and you can pretty much build whatever you want. And will more colors be available as time goes on?
Oh yes, definitely. Right now we are small, but we keep on developing. We're going to have small package and different other models available. But right now, at the 4 month stage, we're really trying to push just our main models right now. But all these electronic version of the instruction will be online very soon, so you can just buy the pieces and basically you can build anything. Either we create it or you create it.
All right. And I'll be putting it to the test myself as well. This isn't the end of this. I'm going to be trying to attempt some structures that I have in mind, and we'll really see if Pinblock does meet the standard that's set right here. But as we can see right here, there's some pretty high standards for this stuff, and I'm definitely looking forward to the release. Do you have a projected release date? Or?
Yes, by beginning of April. So please like us on Facebook, check our tweets and Instagram.
Yeah, guys, if I had a computer here, I would show you how to do all that myself. But you should know. Definitely go to the comments. Check these guys out on Twitter. Check out their Kickstarter page. There's a lot of benefits if you're a contributor at this point, and there's only 1 week left to the campaign. So, you know, of course, no pressure, but if you like the product, you're interested in seeing this thing come to production, and you would like to own one of these badass pixel arts yourself, then definitely feel free to check out that Kickstarter. I will be myself. Once again, it's Etika from the Etika World Network.
And I'm John from Pinblock. Pinblock.com.
Oh yeah, and check out the website as well. Thank you guys very much. And of course, as usual, please have yourself a damn good one.
So if you're wondering about the status of that Red Robin pixel art from Fire Emblem Awakening, I actually did manage to achieve it, so take a look right here. The only reason why I'm showing you guys a picture of it right now is because during me moving my stuff to the new place, I actually forgot it at my fucking old place, so I gotta go back and get that thing. And I think I smashed it up a little bit too, but I managed to complete it. And to be honest, man, after that, I kind of like fixated on these Pinblocks because I like the fact that you can make pixel art with these so easily. And as you guys saw, this dude ShiJun, he's offering a lot of discounts, I suppose, or rather not discounts, but special offers if you guys do manage to go and back this thing up. Now, you also probably saw the whole thing with the Ash and Pikachu thing. I have that right here myself actually, but it kind of got a little Shrek. It got a little Shrek. So yeah. Well, you know, the moving process. You know, things get thrown around a bit, but still, you guys saw the potential of the Pinblock. I think it's a cool idea. I think it's gonna take off really nicely as well too. And the fact that he was like, you know what, man, just come through. And, you know, if your people like it or whatnot, they can choose to, you know, subscribe. Subscribe. They can choose to donate and back me up and whatnot. If they don't, they don't. And it's true, man. So right now we're actually here on Pinblock's page, and it's funny. ShiJun actually managed to complete his Pinblock goal right here. It's amazing to see the progress done on this thing, but he has an awesome page right here, as you guys can see. A lot of information to take in, but you know, since he's doing so well with this whole thing, he's like, you know what, hey, let's just add on a lot of like promotional deals and whatnot. He did say that he was going to give you guys a lot of special offers with the whole thing, and I still got to contact him about that, but for now, he also told me that the Mewtwo pixel art will be going out to one of you guys, you know, any random backer, as long as you give in $1 apparently. So I mean, it's exciting stuff. I think it's really cool. I'm gonna be trying to make a lot of art myself with this whole thing. I actually have tubs of the shit here, so I have a lot of time to work on it. But for now, guys, definitely go down there and check out the Kickstarter. I'm actually here right now myself because what I want to do is I want to figure out how I can back this thing up. So we're just going to go to back this project right now. And let's see. You know, ShiJun, you've helped me out so much getting my apartment. You've helped me out so much. I think I got $10 for you, dog. I got $10 for you. Alright, so let me see. We gotta probably log in here. Do I even have a fucking Kickstarter? I don't know. Alright, so here we're actually on Kickstarter's page. Like I said, I'm going to be giving in $10. And so now we select our reward. What does $10 get us? We can get the inner child package. Okay, so basic, person list on card, 7-page instruction manual delivered electronically, and sample box of 100 pieces. I kind of got the pieces thing covered, but you know what? Hey, we're still going to claim this either way. And let's see, continues to the next step. Now we have to sign up. So my name is Desmond, and my email. I'll do this off camera. You guys, I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Alright, so I just put in all my information and it was like right away, you didn't have to verify your email or anything, so that's kind of cool. So now here we're at the payment information page. So your card will not be charged at this time. If the project is successfully funded, your card will be charged $10 when the project ends. Okay, so I mean, the project was successfully funded, so I'm not sure if it'll take it out of my bank account right now, but for now, we're just gonna continue with this. I'll be putting in my card information right here, so let's see. No, I'm just fucking around. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so I just clicked pledge, and okay, so it says, woohoo, you are now an official backer of Pinblock Reimagined Building Blocks. If this project is successfully funded, the creator will send you a survey to collect information needed to deliver your reward. And we just got the inner child pack. So I mean, holy crap. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like even though I knew about Kickstarter and Indiegogo, for example, for a long time now, I never really thought it was that easy to contribute to projects or to make pledges to projects. They really streamlined the process and made it so simple. And I'm not just sounding like, I'm not just saying that to sell out, like it's actually pretty smooth here. But hey guys, there was a lot of stuff that was thrown around in that interview that I had with them. At the end of the day here, if you like the product yourself, definitely go and check it out. I like it myself, I'm gonna be messing around with it. The goal that I really want is to recreate my Red Robin pixel art in a little bit of a bigger size and then probably have it framed somewhere on the wall. That would be amazing. And yeah, you know, I probably want to do something like that with all the characters that I'm into. But for now, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I think the Pinblock thing is cool. And the fact that it got this much support so fast, it's kind of impressive, I'll be honest with you. Apparently he was featured in a whole bunch of publications. It was insane. So I mean, at the end of the day here, I really do hope this project is successful. You guys definitely should go and check it out. And the main thing that I'm going to say that is awesome about this is the fact that you can make the pixel art. That's the best part to me. But I mean, it's up to you to decide if you want to support it or not. I think it's awesome. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. And once again, ShiJun, thank you for being my guarantor and helping me get my amazing apartment. Can't wait to make future content with you and with you guys. Take care of yourselves, and of course, as usual, please have yourself a damn good one.